Welcome to the Bozone.
Hey, and welcome back to episode 10 of the Bozone. I am Tristan, and then we have my lovely co-host Zek. And today is gonna be a very special episode because it is, you tell them, Zek.
Gaming Week. A whole episode filled with nothing but your favorite weekly segment, video game suggestions. Except it isn't. Because we're just gonna be talking about various things around the gaming industry and video games these days. So buckle up.
Yeah.
And if you don't like video games, I'm sorry.
Nah, who in this day and age, especially people that listen to us, doesn't like gaming?
Yeah, I hope you're all playing your funky video games, listening to the Bozone podcast in the background. Or not.
So, I just wanted to say, if we do go off on a tangent and go off topic a bit, I think that's fine.
That should be a given for the Bozone podcast by now. Yeah, that should be our tagline. The Bozone podcast. Easily distracted.
A monkey sees, I don't know, shiny thing. I got distracted. I was looking at something on my table and forgot what I was saying.
That is so perfect. You are a true testament to the Bozone way.
Alright, yeah, and it's episode 10. Do you maybe want to do this like every 10 episode type of deal? We just do like a gaming episode. Yeah, this is...
Yeah, I mean, the industry is always changing. There's always new games being released. There's always something to talk about. So yeah.
Yeah, 10 episodes, that's about like 3 months. So that's like every quarter we look back on the gaming aspect of everything. And yeah, why don't you kick us off? Because yet again, you're the only one with topics and I'm just freeballing the shit.
Well, luckily I'm providing for both of us. Not all of these currently are gaming related, but I'm sure you see there's like a bunch in between that is gaming related.
Yeah. Wait, let's first start. We normally start with like a philosophical quandary. Is there any philosophical quandary for gaming?
Absolutely. That's what I'm gonna lead with.
Ooh.
Today's philosophical dilemma, our existential crisis, is Overwatch Canon. No. Yes. Let me explain. So, this has been compiled from various statements made by Blizzard and Blizzard employees throughout the years. Me, myself, I used to be a pretty big Overwatch fan, but I decided to go cold turkey when they said we are not doing a campaign anymore. So I said, well, then I'm not supporting your video game anymore. However, it's still a fun game, but I don't play it anymore, but I did like it. I know you did not.
I never played it.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever played a round of Overwatch in my life.
Okay, but let's talk about Overwatch Canon and the lore behind this first-person shooter video game. The game has it's got a lot of characters, each with their own backstory and their own, backstory and lore, and I would say canon events. Except they don't. Because apparently the character trailers and the game trailers, those aren't canon. But also the in-game games, those aren't canon. All the special events and stuff, they're not canon. But then the comics must be canon. I mean, that's where the story is told. Except they're not. The comics aren't canon. At least most of them aren't. Okay, but what about the character bios? Those are canon, surely. Except they've kind of been retconned, so they're not canon anymore. So, that is our philosophical dilemma for this week. Apparently, Overwatch has so much canon, so much lore. I love Overwatch lore. There's been so much throughout the years, each individual character having their own story, really thought out how it plays into the universe of this video game. Except it's not canon. So, what's the point?
Yeah.
Why do we have all these stories for these characters, but none of them actually happened?
Yeah, that is maybe it's like the multiverse. Maybe they're doing like a multiverse thing where it's canon in one universe, but somehow they all ended up in that universe where they're just battling. I don't really know what the game is about, but that's just a head canon from my side.
Yeah, but that begs my philosophical question. If we have no Overwatch canon, what is the point of any lore being written so far? Because it doesn't seem to be a multiverse thing. It doesn't seem to be a proper story coming out anymore. That's probably why they cancelled the Overwatch campaign, because they realized they can't string two sentences together and have all the story writers agree on it or something.
Wait,
yeah.
I'll do you one better. What is the point of Overwatch?
At this point, I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't know anything from it really, except the fact that people have been complaining a lot about it recently, and I know that they said Overwatch 2 is gonna have the campaign and something else. I can't remember what everything, and that all got like cancelled because it's just so much work and stuff. So I don't know. Overwatch just seems like a huge failure.
Yeah, and it's got a battle pass now, which sucks your money. But Blizzard is known for sucking money, so that's not new. It's honestly kind of surprising it took them so long to monetize Overwatch, to the point where they made it a free game, so everyone can play. But if you want the coolest things, you gotta pay money.
Yeah.
And I want to say this. It doesn't matter if your game is free or not. I personally believe you cannot lock certain characters behind a paywall. I think that's a horrible business practice. I hate that.
Yeah. That is horrible. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with Overwatch now. Are there still people playing it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't been on in a while, but as far as I know, Overwatch 2 still gets a lot of daily players.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up the player count now to see how it's doing.
Okay, so online players, we still got like 331 players for the last hour.
331,000.
Oh, sorry, 331,000. Yeah, I forgot a piece there.
Yeah.
And
forgot to carry a few zeros.
yeah, 32 million for the last 30 days.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's still being played. I mean, I don't think it's gonna die easily. It's a pretty well played game.
Yeah.
However, in the last month, they have lost 1.7 million players.
Yeah, that's a lot. I don't know how long they can continue, because what's that one change they also made that I heard people complain about? So, as I understand it, it's like a Euro shooter, almost like Team Fortress, where every like character has a certain role to play. Like there's the tanks and the like, I don't know, assassins or damage dealers or whatever, and then the healers. And as I understand it, the healers were the only thing that could provide like some sort of healing to the team, except if the character had like a special trait to get that healing. And now all of the characters can just heal themselves with a recent update. So everyone has been like saying it's the death of the support or the healer class or whatever with the last update.
Yeah, I mean, the support class in Overwatch is notoriously not played. Not only do they really not have a lot of characters in support, but from my personal experience, most of them either suck or suck to play. With a few exceptions, most of them people don't really want to play. If you're like, some people play Zenyatta, just for example, but they play them like a DPS character, so then you lose a healer. Or Lucio, then you play them like a DPS character, so you lose another healer. Because at this point it's more fun for people to play healers as damage dealers than to actually heal people.
Yeah. And now that they changed it so that everyone can just heal themselves, it's kind of an obsolete class, which that's also not a good game design.
Especially when in ranked you need to have 2 healers, then you essentially, it's almost like you've got 2 innate players. Especially when one of those or both of those healers decide, fuck it, we'll go DPS.
Yeah, that's... yeah. But I don't know, I'm not a big fan of Overwatch, as you can probably tell. It's never been on my radar. I know some of the characters like Mercy, Tracer, Widowmaker, Diva. Yeah, those are...
yeah. No, I'm not accusing you of anything, but I don't think you know those specific female characters from Overwatch, specifically.
No. But
I'm surprised you didn't say Widowmaker.
Nah, Widowmaker is...
But I'm not here to like rant about Overwatch at this point. It's like beating a dead horse.
Rant about Blizzard. So
fuck you, Blizzard. I love you, but fuck you, Blizzard.
No, I don't like them because all of the blunders they've done in the recent years, like first when they were unveiling the new Diablo, and then it was like not Diablo 4, it was that shitty mobile game.
Immortal, holy shit, dude. That's, oh my gosh, no, they will earn no forgiveness for that.
And then
I'm a huge Diablo fan, you know I'm a huge Diablo fan. And then watching that like conference that
don't you have a phone?
Diablo Immortal. Yeah. It's not that we don't have a phone, it's just that we don't want to play your fucking mobile game.
Yeah. And then
even that's beating a dead horse, that's years ago. And even when Diablo Immortal released, I could barely play it because it everything was so expensive, locked behind paywalls, otherwise there's no way to progress.
Yeah, and Yeah, that's the point I'm getting at, that they're just so greedy, because after Immortals, Diablo Immortals, they released Diablo 4, and I mean, it was an okay game. I didn't play it much, you know it, but
Yeah,
it
the
didn't,
only time you played it was like the 2 sessions you played with me.
yeah, it didn't catch me like Diablo 3 did. But then, that like season pass thing or battle pass type of deal,
Yeah.
where you could only buy it with the special currency, and it costs like 1,000 of the special currency, but you can only buy 666 of that like special currency at once. So you had to buy 2 packs of those, and you can't just buy it once, so you have to spend more money
Yeah.
and have like a useless currency in your backpack for, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that was a major issue. That's why I used to be a huge season grinder back in Diablo 3. Like every season I'd get on, do all the season channel challenges, get my cosmetics and go. But I never felt like I wanted to do that with Diablo 4. I just played the story and said, okay, this was fun, and then I left. But
yeah.
because now they're also locking the seasons, which is a huge attraction to a lot of us Diablo players, behind more give us money, greedy tactics. And it's predatory marketing, because I think that's the term for when you can't just buy the thing outright, you gotta buy something else twice, because it
Yeah,
doesn't give you the exact amount you need.
yeah, and that game, I mean, I know I didn't play it much, but the intro cutscene, all of the cutscenes were so good. It it was such a good looking game. It felt nice to play it, but I just felt something like there was no soul in that game, the same as like with Diablo 3, because number 3, I loved it. I played it, I completed it a couple times, which, yeah, that's not saying much, but that's more than I did for Diablo 4. I think I just got
Yeah.
to wherever we ended up.
We didn't even finish the first chapter, and then I started playing solo because you stopped.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But that's. Yeah, I get it. The game didn't grip you as much. Me too. It didn't grip me as much as Diablo 3. I
Yeah,
still enjoyed the game,
it's
but.
not.
And it
There's no
looked beautiful.
soul in it. Yeah, the only
Yeah.
thing that was there that could have caught me was the cutscenes, but then Baldur's Gate had better cutscenes, and it was just better.
Yeah, not to mention it getting overshadowed by Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, but yeah,
Let's
Blizzard
talk
sucks.
about Microsoft buying Blizzard Activision. What do you think of that?
Oh, that's gonna be even worse now.
I doubt it. I don't think so.
So let me give you my reasoning for that. So Microsoft owns Xbox, right?
Yes.
Xbox literally said, we aren't gonna be doing any more like exclusive games or try and even be in the gaming market. We're just gonna be purely hardware now, because they don't care
Pretty
about the
much.
games. Which is like, it's a Microsoft company. I know it's gonna be separate from Blizzard, but if a Microsoft company already that was basically just all about the games said, oh no, we're gonna go over to the hardware side now.
No, but that's the thing. They don't need to make their own Xbox proprietary games anymore, because Microsoft already owns everything else. Every other, like, major, well, almost every other major gaming studio that already made Xbox and PC games. So now they're just gonna use that studio to make exclusively Xbox and PC games.
But you see, that's not gonna happen because Xbox already said they're not gonna have any exclusive games anymore. So everything that's coming to Xbox is also gonna go to PlayStation or Sony.
No, they mean they won't have any Xbox exclusives because it's also gonna be on PC. Like on Steam.
That's not what I understood from that, but yeah, I don't know. I don't have high hope for it. Yeah.
We don't have Halo or Forza Horizon on PlayStation, so until I see that... Yet, exactly.
It's just gonna be a couple months, maybe even a year or two, and then both of those are gonna be on PlayStation. Even then, Halo, I mean, how's Halo Infinite doing? Is it...
I don't know about the online players. Let me check. And I personally enjoyed the story for Halo Infinite. I thought that's a real step up from Halo 5. Real innovative as well.
There are a lot of things as a step up from Halo 5's story.
Also true.
But
anything could be a step up.
Yeah, I mean,
Halo Infinite is doing fine. Halo Infinite is doing fine. It's got like 7,800 players a day. That's fine.
Yeah, that's okay, but still, that's such a small amount of people. Like, most people are just gonna end up buying a Sony because, like a PlayStation, because Halo and Forza isn't the biggest attractors to the console. It is their biggest attractors, but a lot more people just buy a PlayStation.
I can't complain, to be honest, because I think that them putting their things on PlayStation is one of the direct reasons why we are now getting PlayStation exclusive games on Steam.
Yeah, that I would like for the exclusivity to stop, just so I can play God of War.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, the God of War, I'm so excited. I know it's gonna come eventually, but I've been waiting. I've been waiting very patiently, but I can't wait to play it.
In my opinion, I think Microsoft is being really merciful, because if they wanted to, they could just stop all of the things from every one of their studios from going on PlayStation, and just also now never release a Call of Duty on PlayStation again.
Yeah, that if they would do that, no one would have a PlayStation anymore.
Exactly.
But I don't know.
I don't think they are gonna do it.
Also, no. Call of Duty, doesn't the new Call of Duty, I don't even know it released, Modern Warfare 3?
Oh yeah, Modern Warfare 3 sucked glorious ass.
Yeah, I didn't even know it released, and it's a dead game, I'm pretty sure.
Absolutely. No, I was planning on getting it. Then I saw Moist Critical's review, and then it was immediate, I'm not getting it anymore.
Man, I enjoyed Modern Warfare 1, and then they just started pumping out garbage year after Modern Warfare 1, which was so disappointing.
Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops Cold War wasn't bad.
No.
Black Ops Cold War Zombies was where it's at.
Yeah.
I love Cold War Zombies.
That was also the only thing that it had going for it, because it gave you that zombies nostalgia feeling, but
Yeah.
other than that, I didn't like the multiplayer at all. And the Warzone, I don't know, it was okay. It's yeah.
I think we're getting into real negative territory here. How all the games recently kinda blow.
Yeah. But
Not
let's
all of
go
them,
to
of
the
course, there are
positives.
outliers. No, I'm
The
not done yet. Most of my things are negative. That's the
no,
point.
no.
We can do
That's
one positive thing. Let's talk about something positive.
GTA 6. I can't
It's
wait
not
for
positive.
it. Aw.
It's not. No, I'm here to tell everybody the cold, hard truth. My truth. How I believe it's gonna play out. GTA 6 is not gonna be as good as you want it to be. I'm sorry, I had to say it. It's gonna be $100, you're gonna buy it, you're gonna be depressed, you're never gonna play it again, and you're not gonna like it.
I doubt that.
Not just you in particular, this is me talking to the world. And if GTA is good, that's a win for everybody. If GTA 6 slaps, that's a win for the entire gaming industry. But if it sucks, I told you so.
So, I just think the thing is, you can't expect it to be the best game in the world. Like, I don't even know what you can expect from it, but what I'm expecting is just GTA 5 with better graphics, and maybe a bit more, like, interactivity with the world. That's it. If they give me that, then I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean,
A bit more
Rockstar
of
games.
a lively world. There we go.
Yeah, Rockstar Games always delivers bangers, uh, more often than not. So, if
Yeah.
anyone can do it, it would be them. But at the same time, I'm really afraid they sink into that trap where they try and innovate a bit too much and end up making the game bad.
Nah, I'm sure they know their limits. People are gonna complain. Like, let's use what's that, Starfield, for example. Everyone was expecting an open world, like if you land on the planets. I'm just gonna use that as an example. I know that's not the only issue with it that people had, but let's take that. They were expecting way too much from the game. Um, GTA 6, the only reason why it would probably fail is people are expecting way too much from it. Like,
Exactly. That's the
yeah,
problem.
I'm not expecting too much from it. Simple things. I understand that it's still just a game. They won't be able to make it like, yeah. We have to understand the limitations of the technology, basically.
Yeah, I would say until we get a major breakthrough in virtual reality, that we can't expect any new major technology for a while. Because gaming is already borderline like lifelike reality styled graphics.
Yeah.
And there's only so much you can do to innovate controls.
Did you see that new game where you play as like this SWAT guy, and it looks so realistic? It
Ready or
looks
not?
no, not Ready or Not.
No.
It's a game you have like body. It's like a body cam footage. Let me quickly see if I can
Isn't it called
unrecord.
body cam?
No, unrecord. The game looks like it's real life. Like, it's crazy. I'm quickly gonna send you the trailer. Just look at it. Tell me that doesn't look like you're just playing.
Holy this is a game?
That's a game. It's made in the new Unity, I think. The new Unity or what?
Unreal Engine 5.
Unreal, yeah, new Unreal. I get confused with the U's. You can sometimes see it's a game, but it looks so realistic.
Holy shit. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. That looks crazy. Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know how you can get more realistic than that.
Yeah. That looks really realistic. Well, pun intended, except it wasn't.
Yeah, so I don't know how we can go up from that. If they can put that into VR, are we just gonna be in the Matrix?
Exactly. Get ready for Ready Player One all over again.
But yeah, so I'm not expecting too much of GTA 6. I'm just expecting it to be another GTA game. But they did say they improved on the AI a bit, like having the world feel more, what's it called? Not dynamic. I'm just gonna say lifelike. You know what I mean with that?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so they said they're gonna do that, which I'm excited to see it.
That would be cool. That would be nice, I would say. If GTA 6 is good, then yeah. Once again, that's a win for everybody. But I also am holding my expectations back a little because for Starfield and Cyberpunk, I've already made those mistakes where I thought this is gonna be revolutionary, wow. And then it's just another game.
Let me tell you which two games. So I've never been excited for any of those games because I was like, no, these are gonna fail. That's why I didn't get excited for them or even tried to play them. So GTA 6, that's gonna be pretty good. And then the next one is gonna surprise you, which I am voting for, which I think is gonna be really good. Elder Scrolls 6.
Oh no.
I think that game's gonna good.
I don't wanna talk about Elder Scrolls 6. I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
That's coming from me, and I don't like any other Bethesda game. Except I liked Oblivion a little bit. Skyrim was
I'm so scared.
Nah, I think it's gonna be a banger.
Like a week ago or something.
It what?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like a week ago they started development.
Only started it? I thought it's been in development for like years now.
No, it only recently left pre-production and it's now in development.
Damn, that's crazy. So it's still gonna be a couple years before we see it, probably.
Absolutely, it's gonna be so long.
Nah, I think Mr. Howard is gonna deliver.
Let's see here. Mr. Howard says early 2026.
Yeah, that's not too
really?
far.
No, I don't. Take more. I bit my tongue. Take more time, Bethesda, please, for the love of God.
Yeah.
Just give us till 2023, man. Really make it work.
2023, that's past already, G.
Oh my gosh, my brain's not working today. Numbers are confusing me. I feel like our old president. I mean 2030.
No.
I'm willing to wait till 2030 if you give me a good game.
Man, There's been whispers of it, and the first trailer was like back in 2016 or something. So, or no, not 2018. So I'm sure they've already like got it down, and this is just the years they're gonna use to polish it. Even though they said it's only in production now, but or development now, but I think it's gonna be good. I don't think it's gonna be a second Starfield.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Because it is being used in the Starfield engine, and a lot of people complained about the NPCs in the Starfield engine. Which is fine.
I don't know.
I don't really care.
I don't care about Starfield. Man, Bethesda is just not... I don't know. All of their games have been mediocre. To me.
Yeah.
To me, they're all mediocre. Like, Skyrim is fun, but only with mods. And to me, if the game isn't good without mods, then it's not a good game. Because...
I like Doom.
Is that a Bethesda game?
Well, Bethesda owns id Software, and id Software makes Doom.
Alright. Well, yeah, Doom is alright.
Wolfenstein?
Never played it.
Fair enough. That's a good segue, though, into Bethesda games and their relationships with mods. You can continue your thing about how you don't think they're good if it needs mods.
Yeah, well, that's my only thing. I said it in the other episode as well. It's an okay game without mods, and then as soon as you start modding it, it's like you can turn it into whatever you want, and it can be so fun or crazy. It just depends. But yeah, and that's it. If a game needs mods to be good, then it's not a good game.
Sweet. Yeah. I think Bethesda games without mods are still really nice games. However, I think with mods, it makes it better, obviously.
Yeah.
And the Bethesda games almost are created more as a sandbox to be modded on at this point.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The thing is, though, I don't think that's bad. I think they should be pumping out a proper good game on their own. But I think allowing players to mod and improve
don't
the
get
game,
me wrong.
that's 100% fine.
I love that they're just fine with everyone modding their game. That is amazing, because mods make games so much better. But to me, the
Elder
base
Scrolls
game
5 is the most modded video game of all time. There's millions and millions of things you can do.
Yeah, but that's good. That's really good. Don't get me wrong. I love that you can mod it and that it's so readily available and they don't have a problem with all of the mods. The problem for me is the base game is not good. It's okay. It's not good.
Yeah.
That's
I get where you're coming
problem.
from. Usually when I play a new Bethesda game, which hasn't happened for years, but when I buy new Bethesda games, like I played Skyrim before any of the others, then I got the others and I played them, and then I modded them. I always do like a vanilla playthrough first, and then I mod them and see what I can do. Except Starfield. Starfield's UI was so annoying to me that I immediately went and downloaded a UI mod.
Yeah, you see.
So that was the first thing.
You see, Starfield is not good. You had to go and change the game to make it suit you.
I never said. I don't think it is Good. Oh yeah, and I had to do a stealth overhaul mod, because honestly, for a game that allows you to do stealth, the stealth is so bad, holy shit. I don't know why. It's so bad. It's going stealth is nearly impossible.
Yeah.
But that's a them problem. That's something I want to complain about. That's your mistake, Bethesda. Make better stealth.
Just make better games.
Aren't you the same guys who published Dishonored? Right? I think so. I think Arcane. Yeah, published by Bethesda. You guys published Dishonored, didn't you? One of the most fun stealth games I've ever played. Make Starfield stealth good.
I agree. Still not gonna play it, but I agree.
He agrees.
Now they will. You'll see there will be an update tomorrow.
Yes. There was an update today.
Ah.
They changed the lockpicking.
Man, how do you lockpick in space? Do you just hack into the
It's
panels?
Get these digipicks, and you gotta like slot these pins into these holes. But they changed it. Every time you wanted to undo, it took one of your lockpicks, so it made lockpicking so fucking difficult. And annoying, and they literally removed that today. It was a 13 gigabyte update. Which brings me to my next horrible thing to say about video games. Why is it so big? What's going on?
That has been my biggest issue as well. I don't know. It's crazy.
I'm running on a 500 gigabyte SSD at the moment. I cannot fit the games on it anymore.
Man,
it's not working.
I feel your pain. So before I got this new laptop, the old one, some of my friends wanted to play Call of Duty. Do you know how horrible it was? Because I only had a 500 gig SSD. So
if you download Call of Duty, that's like half of your SSD at this point.
It was. I could only have Call of Duty and Dota on my PC, so yeah, I'm very annoyed with the disk space required by new games.
And it is a new problem. Here's a wonderful segue / short thing I want to say about did you hear Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2 has been re-released and supposedly remastered?
Yeah, I saw it, but...
Okay, I've already got images here.
Yeah.
Tweets. Let's see. 10,000 players on launch night. 3 servers with 64 slots each, which is like 200 players. Yeah, this is a tweet by @Sebaku. Multiplayer doesn't work, which is bad because it's an only multiplayer game. And a price tag of a crisp $35 US. And look at the next one. Tweet by Zoo L. Smith or Zool Smith, who cares? Point is, he says Battlefront 1 and 2 collectively was 11 gigabytes.
Yeah.
The Battlefront 1 and 2 Classic Edition is now 72 gigabytes. What happened?
I don't know how this happens.
The game looks pretty much exactly the same, unless they changed like everything outside of the map, but not the actual game. The game looks pretty much exactly the same, and that's not even the worst of it. The servers are laggy and nobody can play it, so pretty much everyone refunded it.
Here's the problem. Alright. This is all all of our complaints are from the big studios. Like, what Battlefront is an EA game, right?
Yeah.
All EA games all suck. Blizzard games all suck. Bethesda, kinda suck. All of the big studios, their games suck. They're massive, and for no reason. And then you get to the smaller indie games. Some of them which look even better than any of the big studio games, and they're just better. The indie games have just taken over the market. They're just better.
Yeah, I mean, at this point where I stand right now, I can gleefully say that right now I'm enjoying indie games more than AAA games.
Yep, definitely.
Just for a few bangers. Hades is undoubtedly better than any AAA game I've seen in the last 5 years.
I agree.
Yeah. What's your favorite indie game?
I want to say Hades. It's definitely Hades, yeah. I don't know if there's a different, better indie game. Hades just is the best. But
That's a very good choice.
so, what's the? This isn't an indie game, but it's also not a AAA game. I don't know what to call it, but Helldivers. That's not a AAA game. But it's also not indie. I don't know how to classify it.
It's published literally by PlayStation. That is absolutely a AAA game. What
No,
do you
it's
mean?
not.
It is. If you're published literally by PlayStation, there's no way you're not getting a AAA budget.
Helldivers is not a AAA game. It's comparatively extremely small development team, but published by Sony. But Sony probably should have been able to see what they had on their end, so most of this is on them. But I know it was made by a very small team. That's why I said it's not a AAA game.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I don't know
the
what
developers.
I think they start classifying them as AA games.
I don't fucking know. I'm not sure how the rating goes. To me, it's pretty simple. You get AAA games and you get indie games.
Yeah, so... But anyway, so it's not a AAA game, it's not an indie game, but it's a very good looking game. It's very fun, and guess how big it is? I was surprised. Yeah. So you've seen videos of the game.
Yeah.
Guess how big it is. Just take a guess.
32 gigabytes.
Damn, what? How did you guess it so accurately?
Really? What is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, no, the download was 15 gigs. And I'm trying to find the disk space usage. Oh, it's a bit bigger, but when I first got it, it was 50 gigs. Which was not bad for the amount of game there is.
Steam tell me I need 100 gigabytes of space?
It's not 100 gigs, I'm looking now. It's 70 gigs by this point, but it has had multiple updates.
Then I was way off. I said 32, not 52.
Oh.
I was way off.
Hey man, my brain is still monkey brain. But
that brings me to believe that the only big game studio that I have left to hope for is FromSoftware.
Oh yeah, they won't ever go down the evil path.
I hope so.
Oh, do you know what game I'm excited for?
Yeah.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
Oh, right. I forgot that's coming out.
When I think it's pretty soon. I just realized it. 21 more. That's in a couple days. In a couple days, we're getting Dragon's Dogma 2.
I've never played Dragon's Dogma. I don't actually know what it is.
It's an RPG. It's much better than Skyrim, in my opinion. I don't know what to compare it to what you have played. It's Monster Hunter World meets Baldur's Gate, I guess, or
it kind of reminds me of
or what's that other
I'm
game?
just looking at
Dragon Age.
screenshots of it now.
Dragon Age.
I just wanted to say it looks
There
like
we go.
Dragon Age.
Dragon Age meets Monster Hunter World, I would say. That's what it's like.
Capcom is also releasing bangers though.
You can get Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, which is the original game with all of the expansions and everything.
Oh wow.
For very cheap. It's 85%
Oh, wow.
off currently. 84%
I see.
off currently. So if you want to play the original, I mean, there you go. It's I got it a little while ago just so I can play it again.
Yeah, I might do that for dropping like what's that, $70 on Dragon's Dogma 2?
Let's see, Dragon's Dog. Yeah, $70, but yeah, I would not. It's not a multiplayer game, so
Yeah.
But I'm so excited. It's gonna be so good.
I'd say speaking on FromSoftware, this is a good time for my Dark Souls deep dive. And it's not a real deep dive, it's just what I labeled it here in our topics. I fucking love Dark Souls, man. I'm a huge Souls-like fan. I really enjoy playing Dark Souls games. I've played every Dark Souls games now, officially. So yeah, I can finally say I have played every Dark Souls game, including Sekiro and Bloodborne and Elden Ring. And every time it's so fun.
Have you played Demon Souls?
I have played Demon Souls.
Then. Alright.
So,
wanted to catch you there, but
no, you didn't catch me. I have played Demon Souls. And every time, everything from the world, the story, just the atmosphere to the gameplay and the designs and the graphics and the voices. Oh my gosh, I love Dark Souls. It is, without a doubt, currently, I would say Dark Souls is my favorite gaming franchise.
yeah, it's... Well, I can't really speak on it because I haven't played any of the Souls games. I've only played Elden Ring. Just because I'm too trash.
Ring is... yeah, Elden Ring is much more forgiving.
Yeah.
If you go into Dark Souls, I would say, personally, the difficulty level is about the same. Elden Ring just feels easier because it's much more forgiving.
Yeah.
If you go into Dark Souls expecting that type of forgiveness, you're gonna die and then have to do the whole level over again and die again.
See, I played Sekiro a bit, but I was horrible in that game, so I just gave it up.
Sekiro is incredibly difficult. It's easily the most difficult of the FromSoftware Souls-like games.
Yeah.
I would say if you want to play a game, if you want to really get into Dark Souls, don't play Sekiro first. That's a bad way to go.
That was my first Souls-like, so...
No, that game is difficult.
I got a decent bit into it, but I just gave up at one point because I got tired of dying and seeing everything rot.
Yeah, I was
Um,
good enough so that didn't happen, at least. So
no, I was struggling
I died a
even with the
few
first
times and saw
boss.
everything started to suck, and then I was like, well, I'm not, no dying anymore, zero death.
No, I probably died like 30 times to the first boss here. Not even boss, I think it's just a large enemy.
That ogre, right? That
Um,
like weird ogre thing.
yeah,
I think I know what it's. Yeah,
yeah, I continuously died against it, and I was like, you know what? Uh, I'm just gonna let everything rot because I couldn't get past it. I was just, what's it called,
yeah,
like smashing my head against the wall to get through that thing till I got lucky. But
yeah. No, I would say Dark Souls to me personally is really impressive because you are getting a game with an extremely high skill cap to be incredibly mainstream and popular, and having your game be able to do that, that is impressive.
yeah, that's true. It's I was surprised with how popular. I know Dark Souls was popular, but Elden Ring, I was surprised with how popular it got.
I'm not. I mean,
Yeah,
like I
and I know
said,
you're not because you have been a fan of the
yeah,
franchise, or not the franchise, but the like style of game. And to
yeah.
me, I was like, only people who are like really good, I guess, would be interested in it. And then no, it just became like everyone plays it.
They did good marketing with it. I mean, they had George R.R. Martin, who at the time was one of the most popular writers, uh, like for writing the Game of Thrones books and all that.
Yeah,
They had him write the backstory, and it's already got a following of all the Souls-like players. So all they really had to do was market it and make the game look pretty enough to attract the non-Souls-like players, which it did.
yeah, it is such a beautiful game.
And it's
The
so huge,
It's
such a huge
massive.
game.
So one of my favorite things in that game is the underground.
Yeah,
When you just like, I know it's the cave ceiling, but you can see all of the stars. It looks like stars. I don't know. That's one of the most beautiful areas in any games I've ever seen.
yeah.
It
So, and I wanna point out something really important. It's only 60 gigabytes.
Yep, but is FromSoft considered a like AAA company or?
Absolutely,
All right,
100%. And it's only 60 gigabytes. Like how are you? There are games out
it's
there
not
right now.
60 gigabytes.
Like,
Mine is 48.
oh, yours is 48 gigabytes. There you go. That's even more or less. How does such a huge, beautiful game get to be 48 gigabytes? But we got trash like Modern Warfare 3 taking 150 gigabytes of your computer.
Yeah, it's
It is possible. It is possible to make your games smaller, but companies these days just feel like they shouldn't have to for some reason.
yeah. They can, what's it called? They don't compress the files anymore. But I
Yeah, they
think
don't
that's
compress, they don't
so.
optimize the game engine.
One thing I think that is I think I watched a video on it which somebody said, I could be wrong and this might have just been in a dream. I might be dream talking right now, but um I'm pretty sure I watched a video about the guy explaining something with if the files are compressed then the game would run slower or something like that. I think that might be the reason, but then again,
I don't know, I never experienced an iota of lag in Elden Ring.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. But yeah, it's crazy. I'm just going through all of my games now to see like what the sizes of all of them are.
Even Doom Eternal is like less than 50 gigabytes.
Yeah, isn't it 30
also is a pretty large and graphic intensive game.
I'm pretty sure Doom Eternal is just like 30 gigs or something.
I'm not sure, I haven't looked at its size in a while.
I don't have it installed. I just got it on the Xbox Game Pass when it was available on there. Might still be.
Yeah.
And I
think it's on sale. How pretty.
Another thing we can quickly mention is, did you see what happened in the Apex Legends tournament?
No, I didn't know Apex Legends has tournaments.
Yeah, they have a bunch of tournaments. One of Moist Critical's teams are playing in the Apex Legends tournament, but Apex Legends is apparently riddled with hackers, and the craziest thing is, it's not just hackers in the sense that somebody is using aimbot or using like wall hacks or anything. They can have other people, they can switch it on for other people, like give random people aimbots and stuff. And a 15-year-old kid hacked some of the computers, or not computers, some of the players playing in the tournament's PC and gave them cheats. The funniest call out I've ever heard in a game. Guys, I'm cheating! Stop!
That is so funny.
And the thing is, it's such a prominent problem in Apex Legends that the guy didn't even have to explain what's happening. Everybody knew that the hacks were just pushed onto him. The good thing is, it was pushed onto players that were busy streaming while they were playing the tournament. But so you knew what was happening, but then the question is, how many other people had hacks activated that weren't streaming, who wouldn't have the sportsmanship to quit, because those players immediately left the game to not break the integrity of the tournament, but that might also just be because they had people watching them. They were busy streaming. How many people weren't streaming that were playing, and they could have just gone by unnoticed?
Yeah, that's quite funny actually. How do you even get there with your video game where that just happens? Do they not have an anti-cheat anymore?
I don't know what's going on there, but something has to be done there. But that's one of the craziest things I've ever heard. Guys, I'm cheating. Or, oh no, guys, I'm cheating. Something like that. It's that. Yeah, you should go watch that video. I'll send you the link if you want to.
Sweet. We are nearing the cutoff, so let's make a quick anecdote. The state of video games as of 2024 March. It's kind of overpriced. It's way too big. New games suck, and
New
From
AAA
Software
games
is awesome.
suck.
New AAA games suck specifically. From Software is awesome, and buy indie games.
Yeah. Oh, let's quickly.
Is that
Let's
it?
quickly. What about we quickly do a gaming corner or game suggestion corner?
Sure.
Do you have anything?
I am going to suggest. Fuck it, I'm suggesting Dark Souls. Every Dark Souls. Every Dark Souls, Sekiro, Elden Ring, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, all of them. I'm suggesting all of them. If you're afraid that you're gonna suck, well, it's a real. Yeah, you are. You are gonna suck. I'm sorry. But just keep playing the game and you'll figure it out. Because it's a beautiful game with extremely fun and gripping mechanics. And all around, I'd say the Dark Souls games, when you really start getting the hang of it, it's easily one of the best experiences you can have in gaming. That's why I'm recommending From Software's Souls-like series.
Yeah, well, if you guys are scared of Dark Souls and Sekiro and all of those games, just go play Elden Ring. I mean, I suck with them, and
Yeah.
I have a lot of hours in Elden Ring, and I enjoyed every one of them. Yeah. I have a quick one. It's an indie game. I might have suggested it before, I'm not sure. But it's a very fun one. It's We Who Are About to Die. Unless I've already suggested it.
No, you haven't.
Alright, then we go with We Who Are About to Die. It's just a fun little game. It's like a couple 100 megabytes. I know it's 5 gigs, but you just download like a couple 100 megabytes. It's a gladiator game. You play as a gladiator and you try and fight for your freedom. The controls are a bit weird to get used to, because it's like a directional attack, almost like in no, not Total War. I forgot what the game's name is, but yeah, directional attacks, and then it's also physics based. So if you can trip and fall, and you can throw people with stuff, and it's a very fun game. But let's wrap up, since I see you have load shedding.
Yeah, I've got load shedding in like 2 minutes.
Alright.
So it should probably end the episode before we lose an hour and 10 minutes worth of recording.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching, and tune in next time for a non-gaming related episode.
Back to normal next week. Hope you all enjoyed Gaming Week. Catch us on our socials. If no time to link all the socials, it's all linked on YouTube and Spotify. Just click the buttons
Stop and save,
and like and save and good share and good night.